Hello, and welcome back to Bnei Noach Academy, Thoughts on Torah and Life. Please remember to hit the like button, to subscribe, and most importantly, to share this insight and inspiration with friends and family. So we're now in the Spy Chronicles series, part 5. We're going to focus in today on chapter 13 in the book of Numbers, verses 21 and 22. So Moses sends the spies on their mission. Actually, they were supposed to be scouts. And the verse describes how they went and gives us a basic geographical description of where they went to, what areas they covered. So it says they went up and they scouted the land from the desert of Tzin until the city, till the place called Rehov. And then in verse 22, it says they went up to the Negev. The Negev is Hebrew for the south. In fact, even today in Israel, they call it the Negev. Negev, Negev. And then it says, Vayavo ad Hebron. And he came to Hebron. Remember, in verse 21 and in 22, up to this point, it's referring to the spies as them. They went, they toured, they traveled. Suddenly it says he came to Hebron. Who is this he? Now, even if it's referring to all of them as one body, but it's not consistent, the grammar, because until now it was referring to them by saying them, they, and suddenly it's he in the same sentence, in the same context. Well, the sages of the Midrash, of the Talmud, give us the insight into this, and they tell us what happened. It is he, one solitary individual, who went to Hebron. What is Hebron? Well, we know Hebron is one of the holy cities of the Bible, of the Torah, as there are buried the holiest people of history, namely the patriarchs and matriarchs of the Jewish people, and of course, the matriarch and patriarch of the world, of humanity, Adam and Eve. So it's he, that is Caleb, who was the leader of the tribe of Judah, who went there. What did he go there for? Did they have good pizza there, good ice cream? What is it that he was looking for? Well, they tell us, the sages, that he went there to pray, realizing already at this point what their true intentions are. That is, what the true intentions of the 10 of the 12 spies, their ill intentions, what their plot is, and what they are planning to do. He realized that he cannot be part of it, but he also realized that he needs help from above. He needs the power of prayer. Now, it's interesting, you would ask, because it turns out, as we all know the story, when they returned, it was both Caleb and Joshua who stood true and steadfast to the true mission that they had. And they were the one who stood true and remained steadfast in their faith in God. And they tried to impress it on the people. Unfortunately, they failed. Why didn't Joshua go? Well, we know the answer, because Joshua already had a prayer. He had a special blessing from none other than Moses himself, the greatest and most righteous person of his time, the greatest prophet. In fact, that's why he changed his name. Remember, it says he changed his name from Hosea to Yehoshua, because Hosea was his original name. Yehoshua, by adding the Hebrew letter, the Yud, he actually made it into a prayer, into a blessing, where Yehoshua means Ka Yoshiacha. May God help you. May God give you salvation and protection. But Caleb did not receive that. And therefore, he knew that he has to play. Why didn't the other spies come with him? Why didn't the other scouts also join him to see what Hebron looks like? Well, the Torah tells us that there were great giants there, and they refused to go. They were afraid. They were scared of the giants. Sadly, all from the beginning, they had a lack of faith. If Moses sends you to go and see the land, there's nothing to be afraid of. But unfortunately, they were afraid. Caleb was not afraid, and therefore he had the privilege and thus the advantage of having gone to pray there. And that, in turn, helped him, protected him from getting caught up, from getting intertwined into their evil scheme. And that is what saved him. He did not go down with them. Not only he didn't go down with them, but he merited later to enter the promised land. And in fact, God gifted him this city, this holy city of Hebron. So we learn from this a lot. First of all, you have to have faith in order to pray, but you also need to pray in order to have faith. So it goes hand in hand. You have to have at least an elementary, basic level, a fundamental basis of faith. When you have that, you pray to God. When you pray to God, that will help you, of course, coupled with your efforts and work. God will not push you into it, but he will definitely assist you in having the true and utmost level of faith that is necessary to get through all the hardships, all the worries, all the concerns of life.